Benjamin looks like he has more than one gender of friend.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a word for it, like for someone who's like kind of agendered, I guess. I don't know
Agendered.
I don't know what you
Mr.
They substitute the S, like instead of she, it's key, or like they put a
Key?
Q
I've
in
heard
there.
like multiple different ones.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
one of them was like Z.
Yeah,
So,
Z
like,
or
where
If
where
this-
is Z?
If this podcast had a
PHE?
gender, what
Yeah.
would it be?
Huh?
If this podcast had a gender, I mean, I know we're all male.
this would be
It'd
some
be sausage.
hermaphroditic
Just
hydra.
absolute, just degenerative gender.
Yeah.
There's no gender. You look
Yeah.
down there and it's as smooth as a Ken doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's like this huge, like bulbous mass.
This hydra of just
Yeah, just some weird. Yeah.
Well, welcome to this Hydra of a podcast on the Thursday, the 24th of August. My name is Luke,
Imagine
followed
doing a
by
helicopter with that.
Fuzz,
20
Benjamin. No, and Gustav, which is coming
Is
out
it
on the
24th?
24th.
Oh.
You moronic man.
Just imagine that.
I'm the
Imagine
pretty
that.
one.
We've all had a little. Well, no, we haven't all had a bit of scotch.
I've
So-
had scotch in my heart.
You've had scotch in your heart. We'll try not to talk over each other. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button because we're whores like that, and we need your
Hit it.
we need your support. And it will also mean that we show up in your inbox once a week because these come in every Thursday now. which
So
is
deep in the
fantastic.
inbox. It'd be
So
very,
deep
very
in Fuzz's box.
well, yeah.
Correct.
Correct.
So I wanted to start with I wanted to say, so fuck everything else we're going to talk about tonight because it's
Yeah,
not important
fuck
anymore. I'm going to
everything
talk for the
else.
next 45 minutes about you guys because, so last week the audio fucked up on the podcast, and then that night I was looking into it, like, because I was going to edit the podcast on Tuesday night. And I thought this is going to be great, and I listened to it and went, what the fuck happened? Because it was sounded fine when I was listening to it on my earphones, and I just went to bed. And then you guys were like, oh no, damn, that's so bad. Oh, see if I can fix it, blah, 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 rah, rah. And it was real good. And then the night after that, and like, you know, we were playing Overwatch and, you know, we sucked balls and lost a bunch, but, you know, we're all still here kicking and smiling. So
Doing
it's good to have found you guys who are all super positive and nice and like actually get shit done and don't go, well, fuck this, I'm leaving because, you know, I'm at the end of my rope. You know?
Yet.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually paid them all $100 to be here tonight. To record the podcast.
My shoulder kind of hurts from all the carrying.
Here we go. But yeah, no, we're back again for another week. We will make this work one way or another.
That's lucky because we do lose a lot of Overwatch, so
We do.
yeah.
We don't do well. Well, no, we did well once you two went to bed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gustav and I, what was
maybe
the
we
week?
should
So
just
we
not
lost.
play.
I think we lost about
Anyway,
5 games, and then you two went, and then Gustav and I
we
won
recovered.
5 games. We
games.
gained all of the shit back that we lost.
Yeah.
Guess who's not getting any healing next time?
Report.
I need healing. I need healing. I need healing.
Report.
I'll report you. I totally will. No, we did pretty well. We had some good plays
Yeah.
in those lost games, but I think we were just outclassed a few times.
Oh yeah, like when you, it's also a problem when you stack up as a 3 stack or 4 stack, or worse as a 6 stack, because you get these bunch of Smurfs and like account boosters, like account boosting services. So it's like, hey, okay, pay me like $20, I'll get you up from silver to gold or something, and they'll queue with another person like a bronze or silver, and then they'll just like, you know, duoing or quadro and just carry them.
Yeah.
It's a pretty common thing. Like the moment you start queuing up as a 4 stack, then you see it happen like once every 3 games even, or twice every 3 games. It's quite bad at the moment.
What's a Smurf?
You're really good, but then you made a new account, so you're playing at this rank. Your skills are at this rank, but you're playing at this rank, so you just
Right.
kind of like stomp everyone.
I guess people get a power trip out of that. That's a weird thing to do. I'm not sure why you do that. You know, play in your level. That's like the gaming equivalent of pick up on someone your own size. Why the fuck would you do that? It's like when they had twinks in WoW.
Yeah.
So you
Wings.
That's what they called them. Look, don't look at me.
Okay.
So you get to level. So in early battlegrounds, I think the earliest you could be was level 9, like level 10 to 19 or something, and then it was split out that way, and then everything else was after that was like 20 to 29. So you'd stop at level 19. You wouldn't earn any experience after that, and just sit in battlegrounds, and you'd have a character already at level 60 or 70 or whatever. Back in vanilla, it was 60, who would raid for all the best gear that you could get for a level 19 character and give it all to that level 19 character, and you'd have the strongest character on the battlefield. No one could touch you. Good for rogues and warriors. But yeah, it's kind of the equivalent of that. I miss vanilla WoW. That was fun.
They were trying to set up a server that was just vanilla WoW.
No, they did.
But they got shut down.
There was
I think.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
Thousands of people, and they shut it down, and there was a
Yeah.
huge outcry.
Huh.
And it's weird because they were like, oh, you know, it doesn't work that way anymore. We can't. I mean, like in terms of people were trying to get them to make a vanilla WoW server, like
Yep.
Blizzard themselves.
Yep.
But they were making up all these excuses apparently.
Some
But
people
somebody
wanna
else
play
did
your
it.
game.
Somebody else made it for
Oh,
them.
they did. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then they shut it down. So.
And then there's JGex with just, here's, you want RuneScape Classic? Alright, here you go.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh no, they've got it, yeah. So you can play the current RuneScape, or you can just play the classic one.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's like supporting your old school fan base.
It's like the people who still play Team Fortress Classic.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Team Fortress Classic,
Well,
the
there's
granddaddy.
also
Never
people
did
on
TF.
1.6. I mean CS 1.6.
Mm.
Still people playing that. A lot of people prefer it. I don't know why, but because I'm not
Oh,
really big into it.
mechanics wise, I think it's
Yeah.
the AK was different, the Deagle was different, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So
Yeah.
I've just noticed something really interesting, by the way, whilst you two talk to each other. You two look at each other, and you look at the screen.
Mm.
So Fuzz, Benjamin, look at each other.
I'm trying to.
Look at the way they look away
Yeah,
from each other.
but-
Oh yeah.
So we were asked by someone to put these screens in chronological order so that we each talk to each other when we did our round the screen single word each improv sentences.
Ah,
but
yeah.
now when Benjamin and Fuzz look at each other,
They're staring
they
on the
actually look
outside.
off the screen
What?
at each
Hold
other.
on. Hold on.
You know, I did notice this at the
I can't-
start.
Holy shit! I have to look there to make look.
Yeah,
look like
I know.
When Fuzz was putting his fingers in my ear at the start of the podcast, I saw on the screen, it just emerges from the side of the screen, and it's like there's someone else there, and it's
Wait,
really
wait,
creepy.
wait.
I think that's
Yeah, it's like...
That's okay. We're leaving this, but for the next podcast, I'm switching it back again.
Yeah,
because
this is
that
so
makes
weird.
no sense at all.
Where's
Yeah.
my arm? Ah!
But just topically, I believe that was Ryan, and I just want to give a really quick shout out to Ryan. He's been...
Yeah. Good on Ryan for caring enough to watch and give feedback. It's
He's the
fantastic.
Wait, I'm trying
MVP
to
fan.
get it into your
MVP
ear.
fan. Yeah. We'll have to
I
remember
can't
him
see
when
the
we're
TV
famous.
very well. Where am I going? Wait, the
Ryan
back?
should be our bell
Can you stop
cry.
trying to finger Benjamin?
We should turn Ryan to our
Trying.
bell cry for Ryan before we
For
go.
Ryan, is that gonna? Oh, that should be our battle cry. Next time we do a dive in battlegrounds or something.
For
For
God,
Ryan.
for Ryan.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Overwatch. So tell us, what's this stuff with Diva?
Oh yeah, apparently Diva's getting a new ability, reportedly micro missiles.
That could be pretty sweet.
Yeah, they want to turn her less defensive and more offensive, which is weird because Diva's always been in this weird spot.
She's so
yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah, before that they wanted to make her more defensive, and now, but I mean, yeah, they're shaking things up. It's interesting. Defense matrix needs to be that thing is
Defense
what they were
Matrix,
saying.
I was surprised because it was
it's
buffed.
strong.
It
Yeah,
was buffed. Like, I don't
They've
know
taken
when,
it
a few
down.
months
Well,
ago.
apparently in the
but
PTR
you
they've
could
taken
just
it down.
hold that down.
Mm.
These last games we've been playing this week, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, well, this is great. I'm
As
fine.
Pharah, it's fucking annoying. Like
Mm.
you do your ultimate, and she
Yeah.
just blocks all of your
Yep.
missiles. It's the worst.
It pretty much cancels out Farah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now apparently you can. They're changing it so you can. So defense matrix consumes resources 2 times faster.
Yep.
So you have to use it more sporadically, like as a burst rather
yeah,
than.
Yeah. It's like 50% cooldown or whatever. Or something
Oh
like
no, 50% less uptime because
Oh,
it
okay.
drains.
It
at
drains
twice
that
the-
quickly.
Right.
So it'd be really interesting to know if it still lasts the full length of Farah's ultimate, because it lasts for longer than that
Yeah.
right now.
Well,
Yeah.
effective way to counter that is just like fly towards her, and then once you're up in her face, the splash kills Sparrow.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I've seen
Really?
it.
She can die from her own splashdown.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh, I've done-
easily.
I
yeah.
did that so many times in our last game. It was kind of ridiculous.
One of my favorite images from one of our last games was it was you flying into 4 enemies, and I just saw this guy. Wow, he's gonna ultimate. Nope, he just died.
Warm up games.
Warm up
games we had.
That's what it was. So we've decided we're going to do our fight nights. So we're going to do Tuesday night podcast, which is this, and on Thursday nights we're going to do warm up games, and then we're going to do comp with some tasty little things added in there too for added motivation for us all to play better.
Do we want to hold on to that for now?
I think we'll hold
or
on
have
to
a
that
chat
for
to
now
it?
and work out
Okay.
exactly what it's
Yeah,
going to be.
because
We don't
what-
know how it's going to work. We just need to work out what it is.
What if the stakes involves you? Like you get punished if we lose, and
I'll put myself on the line for the first one.
but then
'cause
what?
I came up with the idea.
Okay, so what if someone in the group decides to throw? What if everyone gets locked in the base with a May ice wall? See?
Okay,
These are the thoughts.
new
that-
addendum. If anyone throws when they're not the victim,
What if
they
you-
become
okay.
the victim, and
That's
the
a good
punishment
rule.
can be set for throwing, which is a bigger
Okay.
punishment than the victim would actually get.
Who decides what's a throw though?
Or if you are
What
not
if-
moving, and
Oh,
if you
yeah.
are not consistently keeping up with your kills and everything, your performance from the
Well,
last games.
What if Fuzz whiffs an ult like completely unintentionally? Would that be throwing?
Oh, look, I'd call it throwing on the video, and I'd probably want to smack him one, but it technically wouldn't be, and I would have no claim to throw.
How about if we have the teammates raging at us, which would be also really funny,
Yeah.
then how about that?
I think all of that is just kind of whatever happens on the night. We're just going to have to accept it. If the victim gets unlucky, the victim gets unlucky.
Oh, no. I mean to qualify as throwing it.
Oh.
Oh
Well-
yeah. What if the randoms start throwing? Like,
Oh, well,
like
you
they
can't,
get
that's
pissed off.
fine. That just happens. We'll have to carry. I mean, like you said,
As usual.
you sore back, sore arms.
Yeah.
So that's totally fine. I'm fine with that.
Sorry, I was just thinking. Can you just flip the images somehow?
I can flip the images, but the names would be wrong because the overlay is
Oh.
set.
Oh, crap.
The
Oh,
overlay
I
is a
see.
PNG.
No. I mean, like, reverse the images. Like,
Oh, so you guys are backwards.
yeah.
I
that
can
way,
do
when
that.
we look this way,
You
we'll-
guys
Yeah.
keep talking, and I'll try and work out a way to do it.
horizontally, right?
Hello.
Otherwise, I mean... I think, yeah, like the names wouldn't confuse people. Like, they will have seen it by now.
Well,
You know, I'm Harold.
yeah, but
And,
obviously Harold.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm Zuff.
I don't know if I can.
Nah, it's fine.
I think
That's
it's
okay.
fine the way it is.
Yeah.
There's
We'll just-
rotations, but I'm not.
Can I
gonna-
be upside down?
No.
Oh.
Oh, thanks,
Benjamin's having everything.
You know, it's the product. We have to think about the product. If I have to talk to Fuzz like this, then that's what I'm gonna do, damn it!
I agree.
Okay, so considering we're going to be a consistent team now, should we have a team name?
Team, Bob.
T.
Flying Tiger.
Hidden.
the eye of the tiger.
No, flying Hanzo, hidden Genji. Oh.
So hidden.
Team, I need healing.
It's got to have. You could have like 4 in the name,
4?
like
4.
quad
Oh, the
cunts. I mean,
awesome foursome kind of thing.
yeah, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Oh,
The
win
Gorsome,
for
the
skins.
Gorsome foursome,
Gorsome foursome.
as in gore.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah, not
Win
bad.
for skins.
Win four skins.
Win four skins.
I don't mind that.
I kind of like that. It's disgusting
I was like,
and also
when
Fresh,
when I was
the fresh
playing-
foreskins.
Yeah.
Playing Rocket League, there was somebody who named themselves Pork Hunt.
Oh,
Gosh. Is there Seymour asses in here? So speaking of dicks and butts, really interesting. Do you guys know the show Sense8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard the latest story with Sense8?
Yes.
So they weren't able to get
okay.
basically re-showing They basically weren't given the budget for it. They weren't given the screen time, and they received a letter which X-Hamster, the porn giant, sent openly. I believe it was X-Hamster who released the image, saying, "We will fund you. Wait, hear us out." And then basically detailed how many people there are.
Hello.
Basically detailed how many people they can get watching the show. Like they can get bums on seats and dicks in hands, depending on how attractive, how well it goes with like the rest of
I guess
the rest
because
of the content.
it's a really kind of sex positive show, and so it's one of the few shows that would almost make sense to be on a, not really on a porn site, but like it fits the best mold out of most shows that I've seen. Really.
Yeah. Look, it would be so interesting if X-Hamster has like Asian amateur anal sensei. Like that's such a weird place to see it.
Yeah.
But I mean, at least they get the money, and I mean, I can't think of a better thing for them to be spending money on right now.
Why not?
That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
X-Hamster.
Yeah.
How
is it called?
How did that happen?
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about the name or the?
Yeah, the name of the
Sorry, we
site.
like this.
Yeah. Yeah, but like the hamster. Why hamster?
Is it something to do with like choking the hamster, or is that a euphemism?
Richard Gere.
Yeah, I was gonna say
reference,
Richard
or-
Gere.
No.
Oh,
Maybe.
with the hamster.
Probably
The
not.
hamster up the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
poop shoot.
Up the poop chute. The pooper chute.
The pooper shoot.
Up the diva.
Up the diva.
Up the roadhog.
Diva hamster online.
Fire in the hole.
It's a big one.
Yeah. I just think that's such a weird idea. What else could you host on there? What else could they host?
Overwatch.
Overwatch, like
No, not the Overwatch stuff that's already there.
But yeah.
I was gonna say,
Gameplay.
yeah. Overwatch
Like if you get a bunch of
gameplay.
porn stars to play, and they form a
Sure
team
that's
of 6.
being done, right?
Yeah, Team X Hamster or
Yeah.
Team Pornhub. Like people would tune in,
I think they
dude.
probably would. I
Yeah.
think it's a great idea.
Naked streaming or something.
Yeah, and each of them is dressed as a different,
Yeah. Oh, that'd
Diva
be really
bodysuits are cheap right now. Like,
Yeah.
how
They
much-
are very cheap.
right? What, 65 US or 85 something like that?
I looked up on them not for any
For research.
for
research.
absolute for research.
That would be a good punishment. Have to wear a diva suit for
That wouldn't be a
Punishment.
punishment. That would be
That
a
would be
reward.
fantastically
That would be a
fun.
reward.
Are you kidding me? We have to work out the rewards are as well. I don't know what they're
No,
going
so that's a reward. What's the punishment?
to
Damn it.
not Mercy. I can't think of one. Oh, Genji.
Genji.
Yeah, but there's no Genji outfit. I was.
Or it could be the punishment is that the only thing you're allowed to say is "I need healing," and you just annoy the hell out of yourself.
What, like all
Like having to
podcasts?
say that all fucking
podcast.
day.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have a job. I need to be able to talk.
Can you file the TPS report?
I need healing.
Okay, I don't know why you've been saying that all day, but it's getting really fucking old and it needs to stop.
I need healing.
Beep boop boop, call you up. I have to stop doing this. I give in.
My job needs healing now because of the amount of shit
Yeah.
I've been giving people.
Yeah, no, that would not work at all. But those diva outfits, they could work. We recently looked at the Melbourne cosplay. I jumped in on that Facebook group. God damn, they love their cosplay. Like every day, they're trying to art how to build things and make things and showing tutorials on stuff. And these guys get fully into it.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a full lifestyle.
And it's getting even more detailed now with the amount of effort they put into it. Like I've seen 3D printed parts and stuff,
Yeah.
And, they'll go to shops and stuff, and I mean, 3D print shops where they can get large scale stuff done, and they'll have the full suit made. Like imagine like a Samus suit or something, and
Yeah,
everything's
wow.
3D. It's amazing.
Well,
I saw a GIF the other day, and someone had built like a life-size diva mech.
Oh wow.
And the idea is that they had the legs going and everything. The idea was that the whole thing was sort of put up on this kind of stand that had wheels on it, kind of like a Dalek kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like obviously you could see it, but yeah, it was really awesome. You would just walk around, and
Wow.
it was awesome.
Have you seen? Oh my god! After we talked about in one of our previous podcasts the robot dogs from what's it, Self Industries or Mechanics, Boston
Boston Dynamics.
Boston Dynamics.
Yeah.
I looked up a bunch of stuff. There is literally a mech. There is a mech that people were testing out where you get into the mech and can shoot stuff, and it went around an obstacle course.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh, the US versus Japan thing.
Yep. Yeah.
What the hell?
Can't wait to see that.
MacBook. Oh, did you know that was being hyped for years, man?
I
Yeah.
I remember seeing something about something happening one day, but to see this actual robot come out that they're testing now,
Yeah.
it's like the old Microsoft MechWarrior 2 days.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
like-
say that.
Yeah. Oh,
They were pretty much like copying that style. too.
Yeah.
It's like, weapons online.
yeah. They had the
systems
same.
online.
Yeah. All systems nominal. Yeah.
So good.
Snap!
It made me so happy.
That's amazing.
I haven't seen it. Is it kind of like in the Avatar movie? They have their mechs. Is it kind of like that?
Same thing.
Except for it's rolling though. It's not. On.
Oh yeah,
It
it's
doesn't-
on,
Yeah.
it's on rollers. It doesn't
Unfortunately,
walk,
yeah.
which is the biggest fault. Which is the biggest holdback. With,
There is
with
somebody
mechanics
that's
at the moment.
actually doing
Yeah.
that though. Like it's
Yeah.
a bipedal mech, and it does walk. It's just very slow.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's the weakest point. It has to support all that weight, and if you make
Yeah.
those parts moving, it gets weaker. Whereas if it's just like a tank base
Yeah.
with tracks, it's so
Yeah.
much.
It's
easier.
amazing that the human body can do this, and then you can watch, circus bloody performers flipping around and all this crazy shit. But with all of our technology, we still watch robots falling over and
Well, the
unable
only
to
problem
create the
is-
pelvis correctly.
Yeah, I mean, at least in terms of giant robots and stuff,
Yeah.
it's pretty impractical. It doesn't make much sense to have legs. I think. Like
Yep.
those tank things will potentially they'll be faster, more durable.
What about
more
terrain?
stable?
What about like if you wanted to create a robot that could climb things?
Well, yeah. I mean, if they're
I
going
mean,
to
that's
climb
the thing.
a
With
freaking
every
building
vehicle
or
we've got
something,
right now,
maybe,
you've
but-
either got two options. One, you drive it around, or two, you get it in and fly.
Yeah.
What about a
It's-
vehicle that's like,
True.
the Wild Wild West spider? I want one of those.
Yeah,
You've
hell
not
yeah.
seen the Wild Wild West.
Actually, that would be.
Wild Wild West. When I stroll into the Wild Wild West.
Don't watch it. It's really bad.
It's so awful.
actually-
Actually, what you should watch instead of watching the movie,
Yeah.
watch Kevin Smith's 10-minute talk on how he almost did a movie for the man who wrote Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
He almost directed a movie for the same guy who ended up going on to produce to write Will Smith's Wild Wild West.
Okay.
It's very, very funny. I'll send you the link, and I'll link it in the YouTube comments down
And
below.
it does relate to Wild Wild West somehow. You'll see.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. But no, there's basically in the Wild Wild West. There's a giant spider,
Steampunkish kind of
a
thing.
steampunk spider.
Yeah.
I think it's a case of like when you scale something,
Yeah.
something that works on a small scale does not work on a big scale because I think something like if you took a ball and then you enlarge it 10 times the size of a basketball, the surface area increases by 100 times, but the volume increases by 1,000 times. So
yeah.
like that's why you don't see many like large bugs because they breathe through those holes.
Yeah.
What are they called?
Pause or something.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Something,
Yeah,
something more related to it. Yeah.
but it only works if you're this small, and because oxygen can only diffuse that far in, without like
I'm
a set
learning
of lungs.
fucking shit right.
Yeah. So if you have set of lungs, air can go deep in the middle, but
Yeah.
that's why when it gets this big, they just can't survive that big because the
So-
oxygen just doesn't diffuse.
Is that why bigger
center.
bugs are slower?
Maybe.
Not sure, but
Well, when it comes to I'm just thinking as another sort of example. There's some bugs that can basically walk on water because they don't break the surface tension, and if they were bigger, they would break the surface tension. And
Yeah.
that'd ruin it. Yeah.
Bugs are awesome.
Yeah.
What are they called? Lepidopterist? Oh no, that's someone who collects bugs.
and
What's someone who works with bugs?
Etymologist? No, is it?
Anthropologist.
No,
No, that's people.
That's yeah.
Anthropologist.
Study
Studying
of
bugs.
Study of bugs. What really? Oh, it is entomology.
And
There we go.
Oh, I was thinking of etymology, where it's like the
so entomology,
entomology.
the study
Yeah.
of trees in Lord of the Rings.
Or
I getcha.
420. It's a scientific. Actually, like on what is it? On Reddit, people who are subscribed to trees, which is the
R/trees, yeah.
Yeah, they call them ents.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably let everyone know that, 'cause we know that. Not everyone knows that. I'd like to go to r/marijuana, and it's literally just about trees and people who love trees. That'd
Oh,
be a
that's
good little
great.
Reddit joke.
Yeah.
I wonder
like
what
that.
r/marijuana. It's probably just another weed subreddit.
Yeah.
Speaking of weed, Age of Empires is coming back. It doesn't in any way relate to weed, by the way.
I just thought it was like an
I didn't
old
have a
thing that had
segue,
grown.
and I just needed to get excited about it.
Yeah,
Age of
it's
Empires.
4, right?
4, Age of Empires 4.
Oh, so
What,
it's
I
not
think
like
it's
just
like over
the old
10
game.
years after the last one came out.
Wow.
I can't remember when Age of Empires 3 came, but a while ago.
Uh-huh.
And they had the Age of Empires 2 remaster a few years ago, just out of nowhere.
Yeah, I
They
heard
did,
even
they
had an
actually
expansion
remastered.
pack or something to it too.
Yeah, I think you're right, yeah.
Which is awesome.
That's cool that they would support such an old game like that.
Did the same for Age of Mythology, which was my bag.
What
Really
is
like
that?
that.
Age of Mythology. I've never even heard of that.
Basically, imagine Age of Empires, but with a mythological
Like
spin.
Greek.
Yeah,
all those
Greek,
things.
Nordic,
Okay.
all that kind of shit, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what these guys are doing.
That's alright, we've got our own thing going on. Carry on.
I feel left out.
No, I've recently been playing a little bit of Age of Empires just because, I don't know, randomly we picked it up and we sort of had game days and we play those things every now and again. And to see Age of Empires 4 coming out, I got a half chub, I have to say. Like, I got a bit of an erection.
Well, semi.
A little semi. A little age semi. If there was anything Bill Gates could have done with all of his... Is Bill Gates... No, he's not the richest man in the world.
Oh, Jeff.
Bezos might have been at some point.
Yeah, the
He's
Amazon
one
dude.
of the top 10, right?
Yeah.
And he did it. He went, you know what? With all my money, I'm not only going to, make huge inroads into the third world and cure all these people.
Kill polio,
I'm also going to
essentially.
bring back Age of Empires. If Elon Musk didn't exist, I'd marry Bill Gates.
Yeah, Elon Musk is my hero. He's a good guy.
But is he human?
Probably not.
I'm
Pretty sure he's from Mars. That's why he wants to get there so
Yeah.
urgently.
I like the thing when it was on Colbert. Colbert was asking him, like, is he a supervillain? And Elon Musk suggested detonating thermonuclear warheads over the poles of Mars. It was like, yeah, you are a supervillain.
What a man. Have you guys heard of the Orion project?
What's that?
One of the shelved ideas for creating interstellar spacecraft. It goes into full detail, and you can buy the book on Amazon for like I think $10 or something.
Yeah, okay.
Basically, the idea is a huge ass ship with a blast shield behind it, and you just throw nukes behind it and detonate them. For fuel ratio, fuel to speed, it's
Yeah.
one of the best ways of because we've got ion drives, which
Yeah.
it's basically just light,
Yeah.
but even though they're the most efficient way of doing things, they work so slowly that
They're
it
more
would
for
apparently take
adjusting
hundreds of years to get up to
yeah.
close to light speed or something. I don't quote me on that, but that's
Yeah.
close to what it's like. And then but nukes is just like boom, whoop, there we go.
Yeah, so much energy is released. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine the G forces when the first one goes off.
God. No, we'll have anti-grav by then, don't worry about it.
You'd hope so.
I love how, like,
You go first.
like 99% of, like, scientists and all that are all about renewable energy and stuff like that. And then there's one guy going, what if we powered a spacecraft with nukes?
Hey, once the whole world becomes peaceful and disarms, we need something to do. We need to do something with them.
We
What are
didn't
we
blow
gonna do?
shit up, right?
Yeah, blow shit up or blow us across the
Yeah,
universe.
no kidding.
If I had no stakes to this earth, as in like if I had no family or whatever, I would jump on those spacecraft and go to
Yeah.
Mars
That'd be
any
awesome.
day.
Yeah,
What's Elon's words? I want to die on Mars, just not on re-entry.
that's right.
Oh, entry. I've already said this shit.
Yeah, but there's another version of kind of space travel that's out there. Not out there, but like theoretical, it's there. Where you would need. The only problem is it relies on kind of. There's a word for it, like a special type of energy that we don't really have yet, and
Dark
it's like
energy.
it'd be something similar to that, I think, but it's not actually dark energy. But like, they called it something like, you know, foreign matter or something stupid, and you'd need a
That's
Jupiter.
what you get. That's what you get when you take a black light to a hotel room, isn't it?
Gross. Things to never do.
Honey, come have a look at all this foreign matter in the bedroom. Oh, yeah.
Exotic matter. That's the word.
Exotic
matter. No, that's what they call it. Exotic matter.
That's the politically correct way of.
The politically correct way of calling it. No, we call it exotic matter, dear.
That's what the nurse.
Just
calls
because they
it.
look different doesn't mean they can't live next door.
Anyway, I'm going to continue. It's yeah. So you'd basically create like a pocket in the universe. It's almost like what they say in similar to like punching a hole in the universe,
Yeah.
like in Event Horizon or whatever. And but yeah, you'd need a Jupiter-sized amount of exotic matter to get there, and which is pretty much impossible.
Wow.
It's like it is physically possible but impractical because we can't get that amount of energy. But somebody like modified it and said, if you change the shape of this sort of like, you know, field or whatever, then we only need like a basketball or car-sized shape of matter. The thing is, we don't have that matter yet, so we can't do it. But
Well,
if we do get it, we figure out how to make it or whatever, then yeah, it could work.
Well,
Like
someone's got to
antimatter.
work it out eventually, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they're not working on all this shit to not get there.
Yeah.
Well, did you hear about that new engine that's sort of been proposed that breaks the laws of physics?
Yeah. There's a
Which-
lot of just debate about that.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, so...
And not in the way that bumblebees break the laws of physics, because they don't. But carry on.
Oh no! So this goes back to like Brayton's Newton laws. As like, you know, for every action there is an equal in magnitude and opposite in direction reaction. That sort of shit. So this engine actually says that that doesn't need to happen. That you don't need to have an action for there to be a reaction, and that's why it was like such an out there but powerful idea.
Yeah.
And I think it's now actually gotten through to peer review, so there is some merit to it.
Well, lots of stuff gets through to peer review.
It's called the M drive.
The M drive.
True, but I think it actually has some credibility behind it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
So
seen
is
this-
it just that it doesn't break the laws? It's not that it breaks the laws of physics, but it's working on them in a way that we don't quite understand
Yeah,
yet.
I mean, a lot of people are saying it's like quantum physics kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Which doesn't break the laws. Of,
I mean, I don't want to call it, but it sounds pretty huge.
Yeah.
I mean, sounds awesome.
Yeah, well, that's just the thing about science. Like,
What could you put it in? Like the drive, what could you put the M drive in?
Oh, we're talking about spacecraft and stuff.
Okay,
yeah.
so you couldn't like fit one to a Prius.
well, maybe.
Is it like a jet drive? Is it
It'll
like
still be an
stuff
ugly
comes
design,
flying out of
but-
one end?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, projectile, whatever you want to call it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That's a really interesting. Like, there's so much like black magic, fucking like science thing.
Oh
It was
my
like
gosh.
quantum entanglement. And,
Yeah, that blows my mind.
Quantum
stuff.
entanglement, yeah,
Yeah.
where they've literally done it with two different protons, and one's
Yeah.
jiggled one over there, and the other one's jiggled over there, and
Yep.
they've gone while they're entangled.
Yeah.
And you go, what?
Yeah.
I
How?
mean, hurry
How
up
do
and
you-
give me my warp drive.
Yeah,
sure,
exactly.
but like, what? The minds behind this shit just
And
so
literally
intense.
teleporting stuff too. That's what they've done. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what it is, isn't it?
I think
it's
the
not
biggest-
teleporting.
biggest-
Though. It's the same way
That's more
teleporting
duplicating.
is that the spoiler end of Soma does teleporting in that like we can all live like in a virtual reality. What
Yeah.
exactly happens is you copy yourself into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're creating copies of yourself. You're not moving yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which
Yep.
it uses a wormhole with that whole like, you know how you take the piece of paper,
You fold it in
you
half.
fold it in
Yeah.
half. Like how do you get from this end to this end? You fold a piece of paper. It's so easy. See, why can't we do it yet? You confused Ben. So the way that
No, I'm not confused. I'm just thinking about the theory of teleportation.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
it is confusing.
Yeah, I think it'd only be via like real teleportation if it took you apart and put you back together again.
Yeah.
Whereas I mean, not that I don't know.
But
You
you've
could
never
argue
been
that you're
taken
being
apart
killed
before.
and revived again. Huh?
So if your consciousness was pulled apart and put back together again, would you be you?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it could be the same as dying and being revived again, maybe. That's still you. But there's also the idea of like, you know how over, I don't know, 7 years or something, all of our
Yep, your skin cells
yeah.
like get changed, all the little.
every cell
Taste
in our
buds
body
and
has been
shit,
replaced
yeah.
by a new
and in
cell.
7
Yep.
7 years is the bone, right?
Something like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
I really hope smart people don't listen to our podcast.
I know they're going to be
comment on
like
it going,
tearing their
These
hair. out,
guys
like, these
don't
fucking
know
idiots.
what they're talking
Yeah.
about.
'Cause
Just
we
so you know,
don't.
we don't. We're
We really
literally
don't.
speculating.
Well, here's a question. Okay, so let's assume that you could teleport the particles, like I don't know. I mean, sort of getting into theoretical sort of area here, but like, assuming that the human body is like kept alive and running by electricity and all that stuff. What happens if you teleport the matter? Is the new body then going to keep generating that electricity, or because you can't teleport electricity?
Can you not?
Well,
Hang on a second.
I mean-
If you can teleport everything else.
yeah, if you break down matter, it's all like electrons, atoms, and then if you break it down further, it's like
Quarks and
yeah.
gluons and...
So, but still,
I feel like this is the point where we get off the train and go back
Yep.
to games.
or Rick and Morty at least.
Rick and Morty.
Anyone been
I
watching
love
the new
Rick and Morty. I
season?
haven't caught up on it yet.
No.
Someone is watching it at work. I saw someone watching it at work today.
Oh yeah.
Good on them. I mean, you got the balls to do that. But I've
The
never
addiction is
watched
real.
Rick and Morty.
What?
Never?
Oh,
Oh, shit.
man, you would love it.
You need to get Swifty, man. You need to get into it.
Mm,
Need to get what?
Get Swifty. It's an in joke from Rick and Morty.
you'll think.
Watch it.
you'll-
Watch it, and you'll
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it so I get it. Have you
Stop.
seen Rick and Morty?
I'm like I'm one of two people in the entire world that doesn't enjoy Rick and Morty.
Well, then it's just the two of us.
What?
Oh, you don't like
There's a
it?
door over
I-
there. You have to go to the
Yeah, no,
right
I-
Alternatively, the balcony. Is
Yeah.
also
But it's
a-
we're 3 stories up though, so it's gonna be a tough tumble.
Well, yeah. I gave it a solid shot. I've watched the entire first season, and I've sort of half watched half of the second season. I just don't get it. To me, it's just they're just doing random stuff, and like some of it I find is funny, but I think I'm just not understanding the humor.
Are you
Yeah.
a Futurama man or a Simpsons man?
If I had to pick,
If you had to pick-
Futurama.
So you like both of them.
I like both.
So what
But I
about
like
Family Guy?
Family Guy? I like Family Guy. I like American
okay.
Dad.
See, now I'm confused because I like those 3 too, and then to place Rick and Morty in another world. Is it like Adventure Time?
Is Rick and Morty like Adventure Time?
I think it's
Is
like
it closer to Adventure Time than
I'd say so.
Futurama?
Yeah.
Family Guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like in that
Mm.
bizarre sort of way.
it's a much like darker.
yeah.
Yeah, it deals. Yeah, it's pretty bleak at its core. It's like
Really?
yeah, with infinite possibilities and multiverses out there, nothing kind of matters. That's
Yeah,
Rick's
that's the
outlook.
idea. Like that's what Rick kind of treats the world as. He's kind of become desensitized to the world in a way. I
Even to
think,
the
or
other Ricks.
universes,
Yeah.
really. So like, okay, I can't spoil too much, but he basically does really morally ambiguous. Well, not even ambiguous, just evil shit, really. And you kind of have to accept it.
Yeah.
And so does Morty. Morty?
Okay.
Yeah, Morty. There's a... Have you seen the original Where It Came From? Where Rick and Morty came from?
I literally know nothing about Rick and Morty.
It was basically a play on Doc and Marty from Back to the Future.
Yep.
But it was really, really, like, even more crass. It was, like, really crass.
Okay.
It was basically, like, everything in the short was solved by Marty licking Doc's balls. It was like, lick my balls, Marty. Lick my balls. and that would save the world.
I don't know. It sounds very like Team America World Police-esque kind of.
I was going to say Team America.
Yeah. All right. Interesting. Interesting. I will watch a few episodes
The pilot.
before next week, and I'll check it out.
You'll know by the pilot if you love it.
Okay.
It's pretty.
Well, seeing as we're pushing 40 minutes, do we have any games we want to talk about before we wrapped up with the story with the game
Oh,
with
yeah,
our
I was-
games?
Oh, at what?
So
Oh,
any
yeah.
any games we've been playing this week? This last
Yeah,
week?
I've been playing Bulletstorm.
Bulletstorm.
Yeah. Anyone
What
played
console's
that?
that on, or is it on PC?
It's on PC. I think it's probably on other consoles. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it's actually an old game, like I don't know, 4 or 5 years old maybe, and it's kind of set in the future, I guess. Yeah, it's
Yep.
set in the future, and you play these sort of mercenary dudes.
Yep.
And it's funny. There is a story, And you're basically, imagine like Gears of War with these big buff dudes, basically.
Yeah.
And
they're always buff.
yeah, pretty much. They're not quite as big as the Gears of War dudes, but they're obviously...
Bullets bounce off of muscle. I'm not sure if you knew. Mythbusters did that one.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Anyway, they well, the game is kind of like it's really violent and stuff. Like you get points for like stylistic kills and shit.
Yeah.
But it also looks beautiful. It's actually a really nice looking game.
Okay.
Which is it doesn't seem to usually you get one or the other, right? It's like heaps of gore, kind of like Doom or something. Doom still looked really good, but like it wasn't like one thing where you look outside and there's beautiful landscapes. Unlike Bulletstorm, where it's just the level design is beautiful.
You need a good graphics card.
Amazing. Probably decent, but
Yeah.
yours would be fine.
Yeah.
You could. I don't know how scalable it is, but
Yeah.
it's
Fine.
decent. So they released a newer kind of like I guess remaster recently.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing you got with it is a Duke Nukem World Tour like add-on, where it's the same game but you play as Duke Nukem.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
really
okay.
weird. Yeah, and
Oh,
they
Duke
recorded all
Nukem.
the voice lines and everything from the original voice actor. It does feel a bit like a mod, really,
Yep.
because like they even say the main character's name a few times, like Grayson,
Okay.
when they're talking to Duke Nukem.
Okay. So it was kind of like maybe an afterthought.
Yeah, a
Chuck
little
this in
bit,
there.
but it's still pretty entertaining being able to play as Duke Nukem, and it's like playing as him in a game like this, it's way better than Duke Nukem Forever, So
Yeah.
it feels like the next best thing to an actual Duke Nukem game.
Nice. Nice.
Good game, really good game. I recommend it.
Well, shall we play some good games?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
net fucks.
Netfucks.
Okay.
It's that time again, kids. Woo!
It's like something that an evil grandpa would say.
Come into my room.
It's time for the flicks.
Yeah, you want some Netflix and chill?
No. What would a grandpa call that? Netflix and Advil. Because I get a headache afterwards.
Right.
And cue fuzz.
Okie dokie. I'm actually not sure if I've done one of these before, but anyway, I'll start from the beginning. A savage tyrant holds the desert in his grasp until a fiery...
Max.
yeah,
Max?
good one.
Oh.
Nice.
Which one?
That was quick. Fury Road.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Pretty much any of them.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. As soon as you said...
A crazy woman who sings in a big silver ball. Thunderdome.
Okay. Enraging a one-man army enough to bring him back out of retirement can be hazardous to your health.
Oh,
Born?
No, but
one
that's
man.
not a bad guess.
Yeah,
It's
the
not
turn-
red by any chance, is it?
No.
one man army.
It's pretty relatively recent, and a sequel recently came out.
Oh, Taken.
No.
That's the same thing though. Like he
No.
was in retirement. And he was-
John Wick.
Yeah.
okay.
It does. It is a bit of a.
There's
generic-
there
few
should have-
movies that-
There
Yeah,
should have been
lot
a
of movies.
canine reference in there or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
Okay. On Earth, he's a lost soul. On Mars, he's a hero.
The Martian?
No.
And two warring tribes both want him on their side.
Oh, Avatar.
Avatar?
Oh, hang on.
That's not on Mars.
Where was it on?
Pandora.
Pandora.
Yeah, Pandora, like orbiting I don't know, Jupiter or something. Maybe not Jupiter.
Warring tribes want.
On Mars. How old was the movie?
Don't know. Maybe 2012, maybe around then.
Do we know?
I haven't seen it, but it'd be really funny if that were Battlefield Earth.
No, it's not. That is a freaking fucking train wreck of a movie.
Is that how he laughs? John Travolta. Yeah.
It's fucking horror.
I don't know. Should we leave it for the next week?
Yeah.
Hang
sure.
on. Was there one that we had to work out from last week? From
Might have been.
oh, there totally was.
Ryan will tell us.
Right.
Yeah, he guessed Clyde Atlas.
Was that it?
I think
That
it
was
was
the
from a
previous
week
one, I think.
before.
Hold on,
episode
hold on.
3.
I think I might have.
No, I don't.
That's fine.
Okay, wait, I've got one.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Huh?
Go.
The dog dies.
I Am Legend. What? That's true.
John Wick.
Uh,
The
I Am
dog
Legend?
dies.
I already said that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Be sorry.
Well, that's
I was
the
gonna say up.
I can't be mad at you.
that's the entire focus of the movie.
What?
It's the selling point of the movie.
Selling point of the movie.
The dog dies. The selling point of the movie.
Mm.
I'm not watching this movie. Sounds like a sad movie.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either.
What
I
is
don't
it?
know, man. What is it?
Marley and Me.
I don't know that movie.
What?
I've heard of it, but I haven't. Yeah, I haven't seen
It's
it.
like one of the most it's like if you want a sad dog movie. You know?
Oh,
Okay.
man. That sounds like I think My Girl. Anyone?
I got one.
Uh.
Old man and young boy get high.
Up.
Oh,
Oh, fuck. That was too easy. What about you? Come on. Pull one out.
In a world free of emotion, Christian Bale gets
Equilibrium.
angry. Yay, yes!
That's good though. I love that movie.
Yeah.
it good?
It's kind of like The Matrix, but if Christian Bale made it.
Yeah,
Made it? I don't know.
it's got a bit of a B movie vibe,
Yeah.
but it's still really entertaining.
Okay, and then as we wrap up, we have to do the improv sentence because we've set up these bloody cameras this way, which I'm going to fix for next time because it's a stupid reason to do it. But we're going to do this. Fuzz, you can start.
Every day. Oh wait, I can't.
oh yeah, that's one word.
Oh, every day, yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess you could. Every day.
My
Nose
Grows
Way.
longer
than
my
Chair. You know what I needed to say, but I could. I needed to get it out of the gutter somehow.
Oh god. I was throwing up between my and Justin's.
Why does it come back to me? Last time it came back to me too.
It's just the way it goes. Benjamin, start us off.
Alright. Oh no. Okay. Even
if
My
Chair.
barked.
what barked
Yep.
at
Benjamin's
Chair.
fail. New round.
nah.
Gustav, start us off. Last
Okay,
one.
no more chair.
The
Day
Wait, what? The?
yeah.
Okay. That?
Happened.
Huh?
Happened.
The day that happened.
I'm
do you-
sensing a weak link over there. Here's
Wait.
one. Wait for it. 1-on-1, backwards and forwards.
Ah.
Damn it.
My
Milkshakes
bring
all
7
dwarves
to
the
picnic.
and
They
are
frisky.
in
My
Chair. I was
From
feeling left
that-
out.
that was not
Benjamin,
consensual.
Gustav and Luke. I've had enough of this, and I'm sure you all have too. Thank you very much. Good night.
Adios.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Share.
Well done, but oh my god.